Welcome to Haken, an Animal Crossing podcast. I'm your mayor, Chewy Plays Nintendo, joined by my co-mayor, Sergio. Today's episode is brought to you by all of our patrons on Patreon, and we are right here live after Nintendo's E3 presentation. Thank you to all our Discord members who are here listening, and today I guess we're going to be covering the Nintendo Direct and the disappointing lack of Animal Crossing. Hey Sergio, how you doing? How you feeling?
Hi, Chui. I'm managing.
So I guess, what did you think of the direct overall? What's going on?
Uh, well, overall, I think it was okay. I'm surprised at Smash. I think it's looking really, really awesome.
Yeah,
It,
they spent so long on Smash,
yes, right.
so many different things. I think, so just to give you an idea, it was a fighter roster. The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the title. They highlighted some changes to the fighters. They showed some assist trophies, some stages, some new like fighting techniques. They also announced the GameCube controllers are making a return. Um, and then they did give us like one new fighter that wasn't Inkling, and that was Ridley. Um,
Right. So
and
never
then at
mind
the
Spyro.
yeah, and then at the end of it, they gave us a date, December 7th, 2018.
Right.
And see how quickly I did that there? That was like what, 30 seconds?
Right. Right.
I did not check, I guess, what time they started Smash, but it felt like a good 25 to 30 minutes on
Right. I
that
think it was
alone.
20 minutes. Yeah. Yep.
That was so
Yes.
much Smash. And I was kind of peeking at the chat here because I was writing notes frantically, but I'm peeking at the
Mhm.
chat here and kind of seeing everybody go like, okay, is this it for Smash?
Yes. I was like, please stop. Please stop. I get it. It's awesome, but you
Yeah.
know.
I feel like it was really a lot that I don't think they needed to do considering like the Treehouse Live stuff could have covered it.
Yeah, they're covering it right now.
Yeah, they're that's exactly what they're doing right now, just
Yeah.
covering all of that stuff. So it seems weird to go, I guess, so in depth during the direct instead of like following just like the quick announcements that like even before that, we got tons and tons of announcements. I think I
Yes.
missed maybe four games writing them
Mhm.
down, but
Well,
um,
yeah, the scissor reel they went too quickly.
yeah. Whereas like I think they could have just done like a really nice Super Smash Bros. Trailer. Um, Done the cool thing where they don't really go in depth on like the fighters and all the different ways you can fight, because it's overall it's Smash. Like it's not like they're rewriting the formula.
Right, right. And they could always do a Smash Direct like they usually do.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, just all the stuff they covered. I'm like, this could have been in the treehouse. Um,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one thing I am kind of, I guess, hopeful about is that right before Smash, we had somebody from Nintendo tell us like this is only a fraction of what we're working on right now.
Yes, that's right.
Um, so it's clear there's something coming up. And what was weird to me is like there was no Yoshi at
Yes,
all.
that's right.
I
Hmm.
expected no Metroid, but there was like no Yoshi. And
Right.
even Fire Emblem was announced for spring next year?
Yes, right.
So now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like, okay, so I know we're getting um I don't know, Captain Toad in July, but that's another port.
Yes.
And
Hmm.
then Pokemon's in November, Smash is in December. We've got a lot of months with kind of nothing going on. August, September, something was announced in October. October I'm excited for. Um,
What
I
is
don't-
it? I'm
October
blanking.
is Super Mario Party.
Oh, that was October. Okay.
Yes, so that's October 5th, 2018. Um, One thing I didn't catch, I don't know if all of you saw, but did it say that it had online play or was it all local?
No,
Um,
I was looking for that. I don't think they said either way.
that's a bummer.
I know it really has to have online.
Overcooked 2 is getting online play. That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
I made a note of that because I'm like, I wish I could play Overcooked online. It's fun with people like in
Right,
the room with
right.
you, but I think online, like, that just adds so much to a game.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine with Discord in the voice chat. I mean, sounds awesome.
Yeah, so um yeah, so I guess those are my overall thoughts with like the Smash thing. What did you think? How did you feel about all the Smash stuff?
The, I mean, I love the fact that every character is returning. I'm really looking forward to playing as Pichu.
Yeah, I liked playing as Pichu. I think people are mad at a bunch of characters, but I'm like, whatever. Can you complain with having every character coming
Right.
back that has ever been in the game? Um, yeah. I think this was a direct for Smash fans because it was definitely so much Smash stuff. I'm counting how many pages I have on that. One, two, three, four, almost 5 pages. It's more like
Hmm.
four full pages of Smash notes.
Oh,
And I'm like, you guys spent a long time on that, which is fine. I think Smash is fun. I enjoy it. I just the one change I would have wanted to see is like ranked matches, like online. Um,
okay.
because one of the difficulties I have playing Smash is that I don't play regularly, and so when I get on, I'm like, okay, it's been months since I've played. I'm not very good, and I'm trying to play online, but everybody's just kicking my butt left and right, so it's practically unplayable. um,
Right.
so I would have liked to see like a ranking system to help. I guess just to help the game be more accessible online.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Sorry, I couldn't
And
hear.
hopefully, oh no, no, that's fine. Yeah, I said that makes sense, and hopefully we hear more news throughout the treehouse going on right now, and they could announce a couple more things.
Yeah. So before we, I guess, get into like kind of the rest of the direct and the rest of the announcements, how are you feeling without an Animal Crossing announcement?
I'm very disappointed. I just wanted to see something.
Yeah. I,
Yeah, I feel like we're left out,
mm-hmm.
and I'm sure it's not intentional, but they could have done something.
Yeah. It really would have been great. So I guess, do you think at this point, do you think we're going to hear about the game this year, or if it's just going to be like the waiting game? Because they did say like there's stuff in the works, but
Right,
no concrete evidence that it's Animal Crossing, you know?
right. I think we will. I think they're gonna do an Animal Crossing Direct. If I had to guess, I'm gonna say like October,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully the game is out by middle of next year.
Yeah. I I feel like I don't know. I'm just overall surprised at like what announcements we got and what was left out. So like the Yoshi thing is strange to me. We'll see if they announce that later, but
Right,
I don't know. The Yoshi might be like the first like officially delayed Nintendo game for this generation, you know?
right.
Um, so that's strange. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what could be coming. Everybody who is live on the chat right now, let us know your feelings. We'll kind of read through those right now. How are you feeling about the Nintendo Direct, and how are you feeling about the lack of news from Animal Crossing? Um, so as those come in, I guess I'll say what I feel. Um, things are looking strange. I think overall it looks strange. um, I don't know what Nintendo's planning for the rest of the year. Because right now I'm seeing kind of like three Nintendo games essentially, you know?
Hmm.
Actually, three new games and one port. Um, and then I guess there is Mario Tennis Aces next week, right?
Yes, right,
So four games, four new games, one port, um, which is, I guess it's okay for the next 6 months, but at least one of them is Pokemon. One of them, they are big games,
right.
big, exciting games. But yeah, now I'm just wondering, like, I feel like I went into 2018 and wondering, like, okay, what could they possibly do for this year, you know? And I
Right.
think their answer has, up until this point, been Pokemon and Smash. Like, that's what they're possibly doing. And
Yes.
those are big years for Nintendo. Unfortunately, it's not a big year for Animal Crossing fans.
Right.
um, and so now I'm just like going into next year. Now, I'm already thinking of going into next year and thinking, what could they possibly do? And right now, I'm like, okay, so maybe we have a confirmation on Fire Emblem for spring, right?
Yes. Hmm.
And so now I'm like, okay, so we have possibly Fire Emblem, and we have a new Pokemon game that's coming out in the second half, maybe Metroid, and maybe Yoshi.
Yes, right. Now I'm thinking Yoshi's gonna be next year.
Yeah, so that's what it's looking like for 2019, and I'm like, great. Is that year now full? Because this year didn't seem full, and
Right.
apparently it is. Um,
No, you know what I think it is, and in retrospect, I guess deep down, I just didn't want to admit it, but Smash, it's a huge game, like it's huge,
mhm.
and by having a Smash game, Nintendo can take it easy in a way, and they don't have to put out games, they don't have to announce games because everyone or almost everyone plays Smash, and once you get that game, you're gonna be playing it for a long, long time. I think that's what's happening. I think Smash is taking over 2018, and next year we're gonna get more games.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. But I don't know. I hate to say it, but I'm almost feeling like, what if they're just waiting for 2020, 2021? That's a sad slash long wait for it. So, anyways, I'm gonna go through these comments for everybody's feelings. Maddie said, feeling sad.
Right.
Clementine, disappointed. Live it evil. But this is like the 5 year anniversary, the biggest, most watched gaming
Oh
convention.
my
Why
God.
wouldn't they announce it here if it was in development? That's true. That's a good point.
Right.
Jeslyn says, super disappointed. I'm glad I missed most of the direct. um, Unfortunately, the part that you missed was probably the more interesting part if you're not a Smash fan, because they
Right.
went over a bunch of different games. Akino Hoshi 3 says, like a logo would be enough.
Yes.
Yeah, a logo would be great. Obviously, Noah says, I'm in denial, but I agree with the direct in a few months being possible. Okay. That's some positivity in here,
Right.
because I'm like already just wondering if they're even going to show it next year. I don't know. Air Apocalypse says, for Animal Crossing, I feel crying emoji. um, Diana says, pretty bummed, dude. I'm not buying a Switch without at least Animal Crossing. I'd say that's fair.
Yeah.
Jax says, I'm definitely disappointed about no Animal Crossing, but I'm still hopeful because I think I'd probably be more ready to play Animal Crossing next year. Could be,
Oh, that's a good point.
yeah, good point. Kind of a hard, it depends on where you are in your life
Right. Right.
sometimes. Ruby Crimson says, I'm sad and disappointed, but I still love the three. It's just, I had my expectations so high, it crushed me. Oh, so sad. Livid Evil says Smash better make up for it in DLC. Um, Jack
Hmm.
says again, I'm not gonna lie, I now have time to finish what I wanted to do in Animal Crossing New Leaf. So that's good. You're still playing New Leaf. A lot of people, are still like kind of new to the game. What did you
Go
gasp
ahead.
about?
No, I'm reading King of Red Lions. He reminds me that Hollow Knight is out. I'm happy about that.
Oh, right. Hollow Knight on Switch. I'm sold. Yeah, that was a good announcement. Fortnite should be up right now too. Um,
Yes.
for everybody who is listening right now, if you're into those games, go download
Uh,
Fortnite, download Hollow Knight if you like them. Um, Ruby Crimson also says Smash smashed me.
yeah.
Orange Daisy, I'm hoping for maybe an Autumn Direct. King of Red Lions, like once again, Dark Souls, Mario Party. There were a lot of games. There were kind of a lot.
Yeah.
And I went through them so fast. I kind of wish it was more of that. Like, just give us
Yes.
more reels of just like tons and tons of games that are coming, and save that Smash presentation for the Treehouse. Live it
Right.
Evil. You have no idea how hyped up I got this. Yeah, I was pretty hyped. Diana, I'll just stick to my PC mobile games, I guess. um, yeah, so it looks like I'm running into a lot of people saying, a lot of people we just mentioned saying similar things.
Right.
Disappointed, but Edwin Mejias, I saw you hop in. Edwin's a good friend of mine. Say hi to Edwin in the chat. He said too much Smash, and that's saying something. Like Smash fans are pretty energetic about Smash, but like that was a lot of Smash. I don't think that was kind of the place to do that kind of presentation for it. Um,
Mhm.
Kind of sad. Oh, I see people saying hi, Edwin. Yeah, Edwin, he was my best man at my wedding.
Oh, nice.
So, good friend. Pretty good. um, so, yeah. Uh, I don't know. It's hard to get down on Smash because it is exciting. Um, but at the same time, let's kind of look at what was new in the announcements. So the first half, I'd say, was the half I liked a little more, but it was also kind of set up to be that way because it was the half where I had more hope.
Yes.
And then it got into Smash, and I was like, okay, this is going on for a while.
Yeah.
It was looking like this is it, and no
Yeah.
one more thing. Okay. So the first half was pretty exciting. How did you feel about that?
I agree. That back then, like you said, that's when we had hope. We'll get to it more specifically, but there was a point when Reggie was talking about exploring the green lands and then I just thought, your town, but no, it wasn't. It was Pokemon.
Oh, uh,
Yeah. I,
sorry.
I
I got.
really got my hopes at that point.
Yeah, that's true. It was kind of heartbreaking. I'm like, we already know about Pokemon, Reggie.
Right.
We've talked about it. So anyways, so like the first thing was called Daemon Ex Machina, right?
Mhm.
Um, is that something that's existed before? Is that a totally new game? Is it just a giant fighting robot sci-fi action kind of thing?
Yeah, as far as I know, it's brand new.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. If you all have in the chat, let us know because that seemed like something completely new to me. This was also the first thing they opened with, and the thing that got my hopes up at the very beginning because it said coming 2019.
Yes, yes, you make a good point. That's when I thought, yes, it could happen.
Yeah, right away I was thinking 2019. That means we're getting some future game titles.
Yeah,
This is
I
what
just
I'm
thought, Nintendo, you liars.
yeah, I was like, this is what I'm coming. This is what I came here for. 2019 games. This
Yeah.
is what I want to hear. um, so right away, right from the get go, we were getting set up for disaster.
Oh.
They wanted us to crash and burn. The next thing was Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They've got some new story DLC coming.
Mhm.
I guess they didn't have a date for this, right? So it's September 2018.
Right.
Um, that's when it's set up for. I guess that gives me time to play the game because I have it, but I just haven't gotten to play it. I've liked Xenoblade Chronicles in the past,
Hmm.
um, so it was cool. It was something.
Yeah.
Um, so let's see. After that was the Reggie spiel, and
Mhm.
then that went into the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Um, I guess the cool announcement was this, that Mew is coming with the Pokeball Plus.
Right.
I would have liked if they like went back and you remember all those rumors about how to get Mew on Red, Blue, and Yellow?
Yes. Right.
It would have been cool to see like them work in one of those rumors and make it possible for you to get Mew by doing that trick.
Right. Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah. Um, but it's okay. So yeah, for now we have Pokemon Let's Go. It's coming November 16th. Once again, we already knew that. The
Yes.
the next thing was the thing I was excited about, which was Super Mario Party. Um, it looks pretty cool. One of the things that came up was I remember seeing diagrams for this, but it was essentially like Nintendo kind of showing off some ideas of how to connect the Switch, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
that was really awesome.
yeah, and so the way they did it was if you ever played one of the older Mario parties, one of the fan favorite games was when you were what was it called? Something with a shell, like Shell Shock or something.
Mm,
Um, but essentially you played as like little cannon like
yeah.
tank things, and you shot cannonballs at the enemies. And so they showed the two switches put together in some way, and then they seem to be connected with like your finger, like would show where the map was connected.
Yes.
Um, and so yeah, that game. Yeah, I don't know. I just saw like a diagram of like seeing the Switch connected with like multiple screens kind of put
Yes.
down, and so that looked pretty cool.
Yeah, that really looked really awesome indeed.
Yeah, so it seemed like like you're gonna be able to customize your Mario Party experience in some way,
Yes.
and I really wonder how if that's even gonna work on like a TV, or if it's just
Right.
gonna be like have a standard way to play, you know?
Right. I'm guessing there's gonna be a mode that has it's more like a tabletop mode, and then those all of those mini games come in as well as regular ones.
That would be really cool. Have like good mini games for like the handheld or tabletop mode.
Right. Right.
um, and so the other thing I noticed was it had real like boards, like game boards to play on.
Yes.
Um, and you weren't stuck in the cars anymore.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, and they're dropping, I guess, the Mario Party numbered series.
Oh, yes. Good point.
Yeah, since it's just going to be Super Mario Party. Um, but it looked fun. I like the mini games. I always enjoy Mario Party. There was no mention of online, which is sad.
Yeah, that's the only concern. Hopefully, we hear about it, in in the coming days.
Yeah. I'm looking at the chat right now, and Emily says, no Animal Crossing is trending on Twitter right now.
Oh my.
I'm logging on to Twitter just to check it out real quick, see how it's doing. Um, I'm not seeing no Animal Crossing on mine, but I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tweet real quick. Hashtag no Animal Crossing. Sad face. That's
Sad
it.
face times a million.
That's all I can say. Yep. So hopefully Nintendo is hearing the fans right now. So everybody, wherever you are on social media, just let them know how upset you are about no Animal Crossing. They will hear us, and it
True.
won't be the end.
Yeah, they might reconsider and throw us a bone.
Yeah, hopefully. Um, So let me get back to my notes. After that, they showed us the Fire Emblem thing. I was pretty excited about Fire Emblem. I was also excited to see that it's coming spring 2019 because once again, I'm like, okay, this is reaffirmation that they're showing 2019 titles.
Yes, right.
um, hopefully this is good. This is good. This is what I wanted to hear. Unfortunately, I think that was the last 2019 title. I didn't really keep track of the dates for all of like the big sizzle reel that they
Yes,
showed. I don't
right.
know if there were 2019 games in that, but yeah. So Fire Emblem, it looked pretty cool. I wonder if they're coming out with three different versions once again because it said the three houses are battling. So Fates came out as three versions.
Hmm.
So much Fire Emblem.
Yeah, yeah. I thought the same thing. It's likely, three versions, and it makes sense in a way that it's 2019 because the game looks really nice and it takes a while to make a Fire Emblem game with all the story and the animations and voice acting in both Japanese and English. So it makes sense. For the record, for you, Chui, and for anybody watching live now, the Treehouse is talking about Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Okay, that's cool. So, anybody tuning in or out, you're totally welcome to it. I think just since there was no Animal Crossing, I'm not really looking at the treehouse stuff too much.
Yeah, right.
Um, so
I don't. I mean, it really. They really shouldn't delegate it to that. If they didn't announce it at the conference, I think they're just not ready.
if it gets to Super Mario Party, I think I will like hop on to
Hmm.
we'll take a little break to look at that because that's probably the thing I'm most hyped for. I'm also pretty excited about Charmander's following him. I kind of have it in the background, but I'm excited about Fire Emblem, so I might want to see that. So the
Okay.
things I noticed was it could be three games, which would be cool. What I would like to see is I know Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia had full voice acting for like everything, every piece of
Yes.
dialogue. So it makes sense that the game would come out so late if they're working on like full dialogue for every character.
Yes. Right.
So that's something. The other thing I saw, like when you fight with units, it looks like you see your characters go in with a bunch of different like units,
Yeah. Right.
um, which is kind of like Advance Wars style, you know?
Yes. That's right.
Um, I think that's cool because that same studio did both Advance Wars and Fire Emblem, right?
Right.
Um, which, if we're not getting Advance Wars, I guess it's good we get some elements of it in the game.
Yes, and it makes sense. It- it's just looking like the battles are going to be way more intense, and now every character has their own like an entourage or like a group of fighters, and it looks really, really exciting.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think it's cool. And then after that, we got Fortnite confirmed. It's available now. You can get it.
Yes.
um, I will probably download it after we're done recording here. It'll be something I'm trying out, especially with
Yeah.
Edwin. I know Edwin has been waiting for Fortnite to show up. So let's give it a try, Edwin. um, yeah. So let's see. After that, they went into Overcooked 2. That was exciting to me. It's a sequel, new features. The one I was interested in the throwing ingredients and the online play. I was like, that's awesome. I need to be able to toss my stuff to my friends. um, and online, of course, is great. And
Yes.
that's coming out pretty soon, August 7th, 2018 was the
Right.
date
Right.
on that. Killer Queen Black. I was interested in the 4v4 multiplayer thing.
Yes.
Um, I don't know much about the game. Maybe I'll try to see if there's some videos of it, but I think up until this point, it only existed as like an arcade cabinet.
Yes, and I had very little idea of what it looked like or how it played, but I'm intrigued. I may be picking this up.
Yeah, I mostly just hope that Killer Queen by Queen plays as the music the whole time because I love that song and I love
Yes.
Queen. So if they could do that, I'll probably just play it in the background anyways while if I don't know if I'm picking up that game, but if I did, I would play Killer Queen.
Right.
um, Hollow Knight also out today. I like the art style. I think you're excited about this game.
Yes, I cannot wait to play it.
So that's uh, some surprise releases today.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm surprised. We got a bit of a leak from Best Buy that both Netflix and YouTube apps would be coming to the Switch.
Right.
Surprised they didn't like mention that, but we'll see when that's even happening because
Yes.
it's been over a year now and we haven't gotten any word of those streaming services being on there.
Right.
um,
Th-
yeah, go for it.
those would be cool. As for me, I would want to see Twitch as well.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm getting some. Are there unmuted people in the chat still?
I'm not seeing
Just a
anyone now.
feedback from everybody if you can hear anybody who's not me or Sergio. Um, nope, I don't hear anyone else. Okay, I'm just double checking just to make sure.
Yeah.
All right. Um, okay, so things are looking good. All right. Hello, everyone. So, um, yeah, I guess Octopath Traveler, kind of a funny announcement. I'm like, okay, this is something we already knew was coming, but there's going to be a new demo for people to try out
Yeah.
on the 14th. So the day after it releases, people will be able to try out a demo for it. Um, and then that was kind of it. After that was just the sizzle reel, which
Yes.
I wrote as quickly as possible. Do you want me to go through the names of the games they showed?
Yes.
Um, Shoot, I don't know. I just put OC for the first one. I don't have any idea what I meant for that. But we got Arena
Right.
of Valor, Minecraft, Sushi Striker, Mario Rabbids DLC, Just Dance, Dragon Ball Fighters, Splatoon Octo expansion. Still no release date on that. I
Yeah.
am
Right. Surprising.
so surprised about that. Captain Toad, Crash Bandicoot, Ninjala, some that's a new one I haven't heard. FIFA
Yes.
19, Arc something. um, so I think I saw like dinosaurs that you could fight in that game.
Oh.
Looked kind of like Turok.
Right. Right.
Wasteland, Paladins, Fallout
Mhm.
Shelter, Dark Souls, SNK Heroines, Wolfenstein 2, The World Ends With You, Mega Man 11, and Mario Tennis Aces.
Yes.
And then I missed about 4 games in the sizzle reel because I couldn't type as fast. um, so there was a lot in there. I think out of all of that, like we got a mix of some new things, a mix of a lot of stuff that we already knew, but I think it was mostly stuff that we already knew about.
Right. And even the stuff that we discussed in the last episode, like Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. And then after that was all Super Smash Bros.
Yes.
um, and the big things was just every single fighter that has ever been in Smash is going to be in Smash. The title is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. They did a highlight of a bunch of characters. They showed us some stages, new techniques, and GameCube controllers. All amiibo figures are compatible, and
Yes.
Ridley. And there you go, 15 seconds. I've brought it
Right.
down. December 7th, 2018.
Right.
They didn't need 25 minutes for
Right.
this. um,
What are you the most excited about for this one?
Out of this one, what's weird is the very early Nintendo Direct that we got this year, I was most excited about Mario Tennis Aces. And that's still not out yet. It
Right.
comes out next Friday, um, which I'm excited about that game. Um, and then this show, I guess I'm most excited. Well, I guess fast forward, there was another Direct and they showed off Smash. And I guess I was most excited for Smash at that point. But
Yes. Right.
I think at that Direct, that was the moment where I was starting to get just disappointed that there was no Animal Crossing.
Right.
Um, and then this Direct, I guess the thing I'm most excited about is Super Mario Party.
Oh, cool, cool.
Yeah, it was the new thing. Fire Emblem too. Both Super Mario Party and Fire Emblem, I'm excited about from this one.
Yes.
Um, and then Smash, I was like, I already know Smash is coming, and
Right.
cool, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm more interested. I want to hear what's new, because one of those new things at one point is going to be Animal Crossing.
Yes.
So yeah, the new things excite me. The stuff I already know about is like, don't waste my time. I need to know if Animal Crossing is coming. Tell me about that.
Right. I mean, okay, we can cross another opportunity off. I just think the chances just keep increasing. I think it's it's just happened already.
Yeah, and yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I guess we talked about how we're feeling, but yeah, at this point, I just feel like for me, this was their last year that they could go without talking about Animal Crossing. But now looking at like what's coming out next year or what the possibilities are for next year, I'm like, okay, so we're getting Fire Emblem, probably Yoshi getting pushed back to that year, Pokemon, and maybe Metroid, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, that's a full schedule
Oh, yes.
if you look at this year, you know,
Right.
because
Right.
this year we got Kirby. As far as new games go, like not counting the ports,
Yes.
we're getting Kirby, um, Mario Tennis Aces. What was the October title again? Super Mario
Super
Party,
Mario Party. Hmm.
Pokemon, and Smash.
Yes.
And now next year, so that's 5 games total, right?
Right.
Next year we have Fire Emblem, Pokemon, possibly Yoshi, possibly Metroid. And I'm like, that's 4 new games right there. Um,
Um, I'm guessing we're gonna see Bayonetta 3.
oh yeah. And then we already know about Bayonetta 3. Uh, That's so many games already. I'm like, so that's 2019? Is that what you're doing? What's 2020 look like? Just tell me
No.
already. uh, my biggest fear is that like my really ridiculous prediction is going to come true. And that one is that it's coming out January 1st, 2021. Because that's
Right.
a Friday, the day Nintendo likes to release games. Um, and it's the first day of the year, the perfect day to start in Animal Crossing Town, you know?
Right. Yeah, that would be awesome. But except for the wait.
Yeah, it's so sad. I'm getting a lot of comments right now on some of my YouTube videos, some frowny faces, some I come from the future, AC Switch is not on the E3.
Yeah, Jesslyn is telling you to shh, don't
Yeah.
say 2021.
Yeah, so it could very well be 2021. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. And the other reason it could be that is because it's forever from now and Nintendo likes to torture us.
I don't understand. We haven't had a mainline game in 5 years, longer if you count the first release in Japan. In all this time, I understand there's been spin-offs, but some of them have been handled by other development teams. I'm concerned. I'm not concerned. I don't understand why they're not ready or they're choosing not to show us.
Yeah, and we've had so many spin-offs. I don't know. I guess I just don't know how long they've been working on Animal Crossing at this point. I know I broke down like the development times and everything, and that the main team was behind Happy Home Designer, essentially, that was their last game, and that was 2015. And so now it's been 3 years, and I'm like, okay, so they've had to have been working on it, right?
Right, right.
So I guess everybody who is on the chat right now, tell me, do you think that there will be an Animal Crossing announcement this year, or if we're just waiting till next year?
I really hope it's this year.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's this year, but yeah, let us know in the chat right now. Um, I'll read them as they come in. Emily says, "I think next E3, sadly." Oh, if it's next E3, I think it's gonna be a 2020 game. I'm sorry.
Mm,
I don't see them like going to the beginning of the year. I think if they're announcing Animal Crossing, it has to be at the beginning of the year or at the very end of a year. If we expect it to be within that year in question,
right,
that's
right, right.
confusing. So if we're seeing Animal Crossing in 2019, I would think that we have to see it by the end of this year or early next year. If it reaches E3 without Animal Crossing, I don't. I think it's gonna be 2020. But yes, the podcast is still going. Dave's house has just hopped in, coming back from a break. So let's read some more of these. Jeslyn says, "I want it this year." Yes, we all want it this year. I can agree. Diana says, "Next year, I guess." And no, Chewy, say it ain't so. Not 2020. I'm sorry. This is me in a emotional state.
Right.
The sadness of no Animal Crossing. DigiCho says, "I'm hoping for a late direct this year that talks about it." Ruby Crimson says, "I hope it's going to be an announcement in 2019, but they are going to release it that same year." Okay, so hoping for a 2019 announcement and a 2019 release.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. So I feel like we need to flood Nintendo's Twitter or Twitter account with annoyed messages about no Animal Crossing news. I agree. And welcome back, Dazed House. um, so what are you feeling, Sergio?
I'm really hoping to hear about it this year. We should get a direct, and it should come out next year. If we don't hear about it this year, I'm I don't want to be too negative, but I'm gonna be concerned. I just don't get it. But there's some franchises from Nintendo that have gone um, just almost forgotten by them, and I don't even I don't get why Animal Crossing would be one. I'm really hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, and I guess for everybody in the chat, I know right now it feels like, um, and anybody listening, I guess, I know it feels right now like Animal Crossing's kind of a dead IP, but when we think about it and the different Animal Crossing things we have gotten since New Leaf, like they're still working on it, and unfortunately, been in the form of spin-off titles and updates, but I feel like Nintendo hasn't forgotten Animal Crossing because 2013 was New Leaf. 2015 was Happy Home Designer and Amiibo Festival. Unfortunately, Amiibo Festival. um, 2016 was Welcome Amiibo, the update. And 2017 was Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Unfortunately, 2018 is nothing.
Right, right,
And that makes us sad. But yeah, since 2013, these last 5 years have been nothing but updates, which I feel like means that Animal Crossing is something that Nintendo knows about, is thinking about, and they've got to be working on it. I doubt that there isn't a team working on it right now.
right. My only concern is that they're gonna see the sales of those games, and as we know, and as you discussed in your video series, they haven't been as successful as the mainline series, and that's to be expected. And I've come to believe it that Nintendo is a very competent developer, and they see what other developers might not see.
Hmm.
If we were talking about a third party, maybe they would see, well, these spin-offs are not selling. Pocket Camp is not generating as much income as we want. Let's shelf this franchise for a while. I think Nintendo wouldn't do that, and that's why I was hoping to see confirmation of that today. And if not today, then sometime this year, hopefully with a direct.
Yeah, and I think if Nintendo were to see that Pocket Camp isn't generating any money, they're gonna want to put out a new Animal Crossing game. So for now, I recommend like definitely enjoy Pocket Camp if you are enjoying it, but try not to spend money on it. Just be like, you know what, Nintendo? No, I'm not paying for this Animal Crossing. I am paying for the Nintendo Switch Animal Crossing.
Yes, right.
So yeah, save your money on Pocket Camp. Show your love for just like big mainline Animal Crossing games.
Right,
Um,
right. It's so interesting that Pocket Camp broke the rule. We had a Pokemon mobile game, and then we had Sun and Moon. Mario had a mobile game, and we got Odyssey. And Pocket Camp came out, and it gave us a lot of hope, even though they broke it when they announced Pocket Camp, and they said that's all we're talking about. And we believed that Pocket Camp was hype for the next mainline game, and we're still waiting.
Yeah, I just feel like Animal Crossing is not getting treated the same way that other Nintendo games are getting treated,
Right.
and that's too bad. I just wanted to see, um, yeah, I just wanted to see that, like, I guess the bad signs started at the end of last year for me,
Hmm.
when Nintendo had the Animal Crossing Direct, and then before anything, they were like, this is only going to be about the mobile game. We're not going to be talking about anything else. And at that point, I was like, ouch, this hurts. So it kind of sounds like you guys aren't working on it, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know.
And yeah, and even since, let's see, back then that was like 7 months ago or eight, and still nothing official. And it's sad, but in a way, maybe when they announce whatever they're working on, it's gonna make sense. It's gonna be okay. I can see why you were waiting. I can see why we had to go through this.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just don't know when to expect it anymore.
Right.
Uh,
And we're getting some comments, for example, Day's House. A lot of people, myself included, are finding a newfound love for New Leaf because of Pocket Camp in a way, and especially the recent news of the fifth anniversary. A lot of us have been playing New Leaf again, and I guess we're gonna be having to.
Yeah. I guess as far as your plans go, like what are you gonna do to wait this time around till the next big news, the big possibility for Animal Crossing?
Right. I have a lot of um, Animal Crossing, but more specifically KK Slider projects that I want to work on. So this gives me time to really work on that, and I want to do a lot of streaming of Animal Crossing content for Haken and for us. So yeah, it gives me time to plan everything out and to implement it while we wait.
Yeah, I'm thinking recently I went to California, right? And we both met up. And you let me borrow your 3DS with capture capabilities.
Yes.
I'm thinking now's the time to start a New Leaf Let's Play. So first time I'm announcing this for everybody. You're all here live, so we're gonna be doing a New Leaf Let's Play. I don't know how often I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be at least once a week, but I may try to do it every day. We'll see. No promises there because I don't know. I just don't know. But I do. I'm thinking I want to at least have some footage up until we get um, an Animal Crossing Switch announcement.
Right.
I guess I was worried about playing it too much because I don't want to get burned out on Animal Crossing before a new game comes out.
Right.
um,
Right.
but at this point, I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to be able to enjoy New Leaf. So I'm thinking I'll start a new town for people. I don't know what to call it. maybe
Hmm.
maybe I'll have patrons vote on a name if they want me to keep that Haken name. Make it very confusing when people try to search Haken on the Dream Suite. um, but yeah, patrons, maybe I'll have you all be able to vote for a name. Um,
Do Haken plus Patreon, so it'll be Hey Creon.
oh yeah, hey Creon, that would be good. So yeah, I'm borrowing, like I said, Sergio's 3DS, and he's gonna help me out get this set up so I can start recording a Let's Play series. It'll be Let's Play Animal Crossing New Leaf till Animal Crossing Switch is announced.
Right.
So that'll be one thing to look forward to because I think we're all bummed right now and we need some Animal Crossing in our life. So yeah, I think I want to try to celebrate anything we can. So, Animal Crossing's been out 5 years now. It's been out 5 years and 3 days as of this moment,
Right.
and so yeah, I think it'll be a nice goodbye to the game as well to play it up until the new game is announced.
True.
I'm still debating on whether to continue it after the new game is announced um, or keep it going. But I feel like I kind of want to have a little break on Animal
Yes.
Crossing between
Right.
New Leaf and Switch. Um, yeah, and also because the game wasn't announced, you all have some more time to submit your guesses on the subtitle contest. Just a little reminder of the subtitle contest that we're having. Whoever guesses it will get a copy of the game. I don't know if any of us will. I kind of doubt we will, but I would be very happy if any of us guessed the name of the next Animal Crossing game. Um,
What if it's Animal Crossing 4DS? I mean, at this point,
oh
it
my
looks like they don't
gosh.
want to put it on the Switch or something.
Why? What is their hesitation to making an HD Animal Crossing game? Have they not seen the Animal Crossing track on Mario Kart 8? It looks
Oh,
beautiful. It's so good. We all want our Animal Crossing to look like that. And maybe that's why they haven't announced it. They know that
takes a while.
the next Animal Crossing has to be beautiful. It has to be the most wonderful Animal Crossing that we've ever seen. And so however long that takes to make, fine, go ahead and make it.
Right, right, right.
But I really don't think the 3DS is the home for the next Animal Crossing anymore. 3DS is near the end of its life cycle. They're doing so little with it. There was zero mentions of 3DS this direct. That's the one promising thing. Um,
Yes.
I don't think it's going to be like that. So let's go ahead. Let's celebrate New Leaf for now and say a goodbye through this Let's Play. um,
Right.
yeah. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good wait. What we're getting is gonna be great. I have
Yes.
100% confidence in that.
It's like a good cheese or a good wine. The longer it ferments, the better it's going to be.
Yeah, so it's in the oven, it's baking, it's still waiting to rise to its full glory, and then it'll be great.
And I guess if you don't mind, I can also give like a little bit of a preview slash sneak peek, talking about the Mario Kart course, the Animal Crossing course in Mario Kart. I am planning a live stream slash tournament for us here in Haken to play a little tournament that only takes place in that stage, and we are planning to do a live stream and to give out a eShop code as pricing.
Yeah, and definitely not a Google Play or iTunes App Store code because we don't want you spending money on Pocket Camp. We
Oh
want
no.
that money to go toward Nintendo's big Switch stuff. So, yeah, that's exciting. I'm really excited about a Mario Kart tournament. I think we'll both be disqualified as winners, but we'll race.
Yes. Right, right.
So
So
it'll
yeah,
be,
if Nintendo doesn't want to talk about Animal Crossing, rest assured we will, and we will take this time to explore our potential and just go all out with cool content for you guys.
yeah, I think we're definitely going to double down on this. For all of you, my next series, my next, I guess, because I need a new Friday series, but I will probably be taking a break this week and kind of planning out the next steps for Friday videos. But I'm still going to be talking about Animal Crossing because I love it. Sergio, you love it, and we just want to have we just want to keep it alive in some way. So,
Yes.
yeah, I think we're going to have some exciting things on the way. Unfortunately, it's not Animal Crossing Switch, but it is going to be Animal Crossing Let's Plays, Animal Crossing live streams, different types of events for you all to just be, yeah, just excited for the next game.
Yes, exactly.
Diana says, I blame the satanic rituals with all of the little offerings for Animal
Somebody botched
Crossing.
them again. Yeah.
Maybe some shrines next time, everyone. Make some nice Animal Crossing shrines. Um, but yeah, I guess I don't know what else to say except for there was a lot of Smash Bros. We're still waiting on Animal Crossing. It's gotta be great.
Right, right. And for the record, you don't expect them to show it at the treehouse, do you?
No, no, they wouldn't do that to Animal Crossing. I don't
Right.
expect the Treehouse to have an announcement, um, like a big game announcement at all.
Right, unless it's another spin-off, which I don't necessarily want.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if that was the case, then maybe. Also, a few E3s ago, Nintendo used to have like a special roundtable conference. Usually happened on Wednesdays, and they would announce some big games sometimes. Although lately it hasn't been that big of a game. Or for example, one time they announced a codename Steam for the 3DS. I mean, there's hope, but at the same time, yeah, like you said, I think they're just not ready to show anything.
Yeah, I think the one thing I do see them announcing as far as games is like something on 3DS.
Yes, that's right.
So because they didn't really talk about 3DS stuff, but yeah, um, yeah, I don't know what else to say, but expect some great Animal Crossing stuff here. We're gonna be doubling down just to keep everybody excited about Animal Crossing in some way. So yeah, just wait up for those new Leaf Let's Plays. We're gonna be starting a new town. Yeah, and for anybody who's a patron, expect some pretty cool things to interact with that town in some way. You'll be able to play with in that town. I'm gonna go ahead and let you all name it. I'm gonna let you pick what. Um, I guess shoot, what was I thinking? What kind of public works projects I'm building?
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's gonna be a cool thing. And you know what? I have every single amiibo card. You can all vote on who you want me to have live in my town,
Oh,
and
that's right.
so there are gonna be a lot of fun things to do um, in
And
the meantime.
hold on, everyone, hold on to your seats. I know this is really exciting, but I'm planning a Twitch Plays Amiibo Festival session. So look forward to that.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm gonna try to bring back my own Amiibo Festival monthly look too, but maybe you'll handle that, Sergio. Just monthly. I wish it was online so I could scan my
Yeah,
amiibo in with you. That would be pretty fun.
right, right.
um, so yeah, be on the lookout. We're gonna have a lot of really great things. Some people haven't seen Amiibo Festival. Well, you're in for a treat. It's gonna be really something.
I love Diana's comment. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna be busy then, somehow."
Yeah, so anyways, thank you all so much for listening. I'm sorry we couldn't get some better news today, but it's got to be happening in the future. For all of you who are listening to this later, we are planning on doing probably a live show once a month, so we'll be clear on announcing it either through all social media, on YouTube, everywhere. So look out for for live shows in the future if you do want to be a part of the shows. And leave a review for us anywhere you're listening. We really appreciate it. And if you want to become a patron, now's the time. It's only $1, and you're going to get a lot of ways to interact with us, especially through this New Leaf Let's Play. So it should be an exciting time. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. I hope you all have a great week.
Goodbye, everybody.